My name is Barbara Hannigan. I'm a soprano, and in this production of Pelléas and Mélisande, I sang the role of Mélisande. Pelléas and Mélisande is the story of a family. In a way, it's a family drama. One day, while one of the brothers, Golo, is out hunting, he finds a young woman crying, almost whimpering like an animal in the woods. And he brings her home and he marries her, and she becomes part of their family. So that's the story, let's say. On the very first day of rehearsal, Katie explained her vision of this piece, of how we were going to do this piece at this time. And she said to us, okay, it is Mélisande's dream. So everything that happens in this production is part of her dream. So Golo and Pelléas and Ignolde and Arkel and Geneviève are all a part of, let's say, my character's psyche. She said, can you find an interesting way to stand up? And this was a moment that a lot of people talked about in the opera, because she went off and worked on something else. And I was over in a corner of the rehearsal studio, and I thought, I was lying on my back, and I started to try and do a very kind of slow motion roll over my shoulder and keep it almost in as if it was poses. So I was completely upside down and wearing high heels and trying to go from lying on my back to standing up, doing a backwards shoulder roll and flipping over, and then finally coming to standing. And then all of a sudden going back into real time. And then I showed it to her and she was like, great, okay, we'll use it. You know, it was really, I love working with directors, you know, for the second and third time, because then you just have such a trust between you and you can develop material together. It's really a collaboration. Stéphane Degout and I are standing in an empty swimming pool, which is his special place to be, where he goes to be alone. You can figure out whatever dream symbolism of that you want. We were both in our underwear, white underwear, and he was singing his big moment. I was holding him. I was behind him and I was holding him. And Mélisande was in love with Pelléas, but Barbara was really honored to be holding Stéphane at that moment and to feel his whole body shaking and resonating with the sound. It was unbelievable, and I will never forget it. That voice, that artistry, it was such an honor to witness that. The most important thing for them is to know that it is Mélisande's dream. If they miss that point, I think it will be confusing. So they just have to remember at the very beginning, when they see me run in to this hotel room and fall asleep on the bed, that when I wake up, I'm waking up into my dream. I do think that Katie certainly gives a lot of attention to the female roles in a way that I've appreciated very much in the 3 productions that I've done with her. She wants to make sure that the female psyche and perspective is represented. I mean, opera, many of the best roles are for the women anyway, so it's really a perfect marriage.